Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you missed last week's episode, you missed Alison almost walking into a pub, I ate a cheap pie, and somehow we ended up in Bali. Anyway, come and join us on this week's adventure as we continue our holiday in Bali before heading back to Brisbane and starting our big lap proper. Okay, well we left Amnaya this afternoon and we've come across to Benoa, to the next hotel where we're staying at, Amnaya. I'm sure I'm not saying it right, but I think it says Amnaya. It's something like that. It's in Benoa. This one cost $505 plus breakfast for 4 nights. So when we got here, surprisingly, they said to us, we've already given you a free upgrade, so this is what we got for $505. So, and we haven't done anything in the room yet because we didn't want to mess it up. So we've got a nice dining area, obviously tea, coffee, those sorts of things. Little inside day bed, TV. Alison waiting patiently in the corner because we're waiting for our baggage to come. The bed, which is in the middle of the room, which is really, really nice. Shower, toilet, bathtub, and then out onto the veranda. Got the day bed, another area just to sit and relax, and a fantastic view of the street, but we're not too concerned about that because the room for $505 with breakfast is absolutely fantastic value. What do you think, Al?
It's very different to our last one. It's beautiful, but it's good.
It is. So we look forward to staying here. As we get around the hotel, we'll give you a bit of a look around. But yeah, if you've never been to Bali before, we've done this one on bookings.com probably about 3 months ago, got a great price. And just got an upgrade today, so more than happy with that. So yeah, stick with us and we'll show you around the hotel a little bit later on today. Well, Alley Cat?
Yes.
The hotel offers a bit of free afternoon tea. What do you reckon?
It's nice. I like a cup of tea. Yeah. And they have I think every day they change their cake. You get a little slice and they serve with the cake and they explain what the different cakes is. So you get to experience a little bit of a different part of the Balinese culture. And it's lovely.
It is, yep. It's very nice. And it's something we didn't expect. We come to the hotel, they put that on. No, that's good.
I've enjoyed the afternoon tea, like a cup of tea. Yeah.
It is, yeah. It gives you a break from the bintang, doesn't it?
Well, you know, I do love a bintang.
Yes, she does. Alright, we've come down by the pool here this afternoon in the Amnaya. We'll just relax here for the rest of the arvo. I don't think I'll move Alison again for the rest of the day. Found herself a spot there. Really nice little hotel. The pool is situated right at the very back, so I'll give you a bit of a walk around later and show you what it looks like, but at the moment the water's just too nice to get out, so hey, give you a bit of a look around the pool anyway while we're here. Alright, I don't want to put too much focus on it, but old mate over here behind me has just poured his beer into a glass of ice now. I don't know if it's a in Bali thing, but I've got to say it's one of the strangest things I've ever seen. What are you going to do after coffee, Al?
Head massage.
Head massage.
Indian head massage, apparently.
Oh, not bad. An hour?
Yeah, it's an
hour. How much?
It's in the hotel, so it's more expensive, I think. 450,000 rupiah.
45 bucks.
Plus
Plus.
Yeah.
There's always taxes in Bali, so depending on where you are, that can vary because that can be 15% some places, 22% some other places.
Yeah, this is 16%.
Yeah, so not too bad.
So it's like 51.
Yeah.
Just inside for 51,000, which is a lot because I could come outside and right next door is, you know, massage, like the same sort of services as inside, but
yeah, there's no end of massage places in Bali. But sometimes it's not about the money, sometimes it's more about the experience. So
I hadn't seen an Indian head massage before, so I'm interested in trying it.
yeah. All right, if we can follow along, we will. But I'm sure I'll be sitting at the pool drinking bintang.
You will be, yes.
Yes, I will be. Okay, just gone for a bit of a walk through the street this morning, going to get some coffee. Got a haircut there yesterday. Not bad. Give you a haircut, not like I got too much hair to cut. They also shave you, 20 bucks. I probably got ripped off, but it felt good, so all good. It's not open yet, babe.
No.
We've been eating here at the One Tree, and the food's been really great, service is excellent, and really cheap. And if you're a footy fan, AFL or NRL, they have all the games, you can come watch them. All right, I'll have to find somewhere else for coffee this morning. Oh, we just popped out of the hotel, we're going to grab a cappuccino. You do a really good one over here, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they're, what's that, about $3.30. They give you a small biscuit and a little glass of water to go with it. Yeah. The thing is, they take a long time to make it.
Yes.
They do. We had
patience if you're wanting a coffee in Bali. They do take a...
They take a while.
They take longer than you think.
Yeah, and I think it was when we were in Seminyak the other day, on the beach.
It took 3 of them.
The 3 people to make the coffee, and it looked like they had about 10 attempts at it, but eventually they got it. It was quite nice.
Yeah, it's just normal Bali, you know, certain people have certain jobs.
Yep.
And if you're not allowed to do that job, you're not allowed to do that job. Just stand and watch.
That's right, yes, but yeah. Anyway, we're going to do our coffee and I'm going to take you up and show you some water sports a little bit later on, which is quite entertaining to go and watch. I just say that much at the moment. Anyway, we'll get up there a little bit later on. Okay, so we come up to Benoa. If you've never been to Benoa before, it's very famous for its water sports. But yeah, a bit of a challenge in itself. But what they do, and it's quite funny if you come here and you want to watch, is they bus in like bus loads of Chinese tourists. And I don't think they get the option, but they get here, they get yelled at a lot through microphones. No, mate, no. And then once they've been, sorry, just getting haggled again. Once they've been yelled at for a little while, they seem to break into small groups, then under a parachute or getting dragged around at the back of a boat, or they're on something. It's pretty quiet here at the moment, but to give you an idea of what it might be like in full operation, because there's so many boats here, and we've been here on days before where it's just absolutely chock-a-block with people. Check this out. All of these little boats that you see in front of you, they're all glass viewing boats. Now, I haven't been out there, but I've been told on pretty good authority, my son, a few years ago, there's nothing out there to see. There's a break. I can even see, it's like looks like there's some sort of pontoon out there that might take you out there, maybe even a little bit of diving. But yeah, there's people here and they flip around. Oh, here we go, there's a bloke here in his jet bloody shoes. There he goes. Yeah, and this looks like the next bunch of unwitting tourists who are about to be thrown onto something or behind something or up into the air somewhere. So you can see them out there parasailing at the moment. But when we were here a couple of years ago, and I'll drop in some footage if I can find it, but you see about 8 or 9 parachutes all in the air just here. So yeah, it gets a little bit crazy, but that's what they sign up for. So here we go.
I think that's a boat.
Yeah, there you go.
Turn it upside down.
All right, so yeah, you want to come to Bali and disregard your own personal safety and get involved in some water sports, and just come here. Well, it's time to leave the Amnaya. I think I finally, after all this time, learned how to pronounce it.
Our Balinese is improving.
It is. What do you think of the Amnaya, Al?
It was nice. It was more like a hotel room than, say, a resort room, which was our last one, but still in all, it was lovely. This is what they call a junior suite. and they upgraded us, which we weren't expecting. So it was nice.
It was nice. It was, I don't know. The meals were okay. Brekkie was a bit...
They had a set breakfast, it was a list in the breakfast, but it was still set. So
Yeah.
if you weren't keen on, say, eggs...
Yeah, it was a limited choice, and what you did get was okay, but not the best. But there's plenty of warungs, and little restaurants and coffee shops within like a 3-minute walk of here, and that's what we were doing a lot of the time, particularly next door. Go and grab a coffee.
Yes.
It was really nice. They serve you an absolute bucket full of coffee for $3.30.
It was a huge cup. So.
It was, yeah. In fact, we just come back from down there now, which means I'll be piddling like a bloody hose all day. Anyway, it is what it is. So we're on to our last stop. Where we're going this time?
Melia, down at Nusa Dua, which is the area I think they built after the Bali bombings to encourage all of the travellers to return to Bali and not be frightened. So it's more Western, it's more set for the Western kind of traveller.
Yeah, it is, yeah. We stayed at the Melia before. It's a nice resort.
It is lovely.
It's right on the beach, so we'll head down there. Last time we saw a school of sharks just off the beach. They're only little fellas, and I said to Alison, if we see the same again this time, I'm going in to film. So I'm going in. So yeah, so we'll do that. But we'll probably just go drop our bags out there now, hit the pool. I know that you check into these places till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But if you get lucky, they'll have a room ready for you. But generally speaking, you're in the pool and you're buying a couple of drinks and you're relaxing, and eventually someone comes and gets you, and then you go. So yeah, pretty good. So I think we'll go and get a taxi and make our way. Last 4 days in Bali.
Last 4 days.
All right, let's go.
Bye.
We hate giving behind the scenes things, but we just recorded this really lengthy spiel on the Melia, and I didn't hit the record button, so we're going to do it all again.
Good work.
All right, let's roll. So we've left the Amnaya, which is also on Nusa Dua. The cab fare down here was $3.20.
In Australian, yeah.
In Australia, that would have cost about $95.60, but $3.20. Tip your cab driver when you're over here. We gave him $10 because it just felt like the right thing to do, and made his absolute day.
We did. He said very generous tip, so we made a Balinese happy today.
We did. All right, so what I'll do before we mess up the room, because the Balinese always present them very, very well, like any hotel that you go to, they always present them very well. Give you a quick tour of the room and what you get, and then I'll tell you how much it cost us and how we arrived at that price. So let's get it done.
Yes.
All right, so we're in a garden view room, and a garden view room comes with a king-size bed, and these ones are, and I hate using this term when you're in Bali, but these are very Balinese. Oh. We have a joke about that. All right, so king-size bed, obviously you get your TV. I'm not quite sure what the channels are, but if you're into the footy and those sorts of things when you come over to these places, generally the bars will show them in the hotels, and if not, you'll always find a bar somewhere close by that does it. Good area to place your bags. Really, like all the hotels, gives you plenty of storage area and it's safe to store your things like your passport and gear in. Yeah, there's always your mandatory thongs or slippers that they give you, which we never seem to find or wear. And then into the bathroom, and obviously normal bathroom stuff, shower, toilet, and a vanity, which is really nice. And then this one here, we'll just walk you out onto the veranda. Alison's opened it up. Just come out here onto the balcony, and as I said, we have a garden view room which looks over the gardens, which is quite nice. There's also a small pool down there, but I think that's a part of another level. I don't think that our room entitles us to go in that pool. We go to the main pool, which is really, really large. Yeah, so Melia, happy to be back?
Always happy to be back.
Yeah, it's a nice hotel. Now, this one cost us $720 Australian for 4 nights, which sounds expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, it's cheap. And the reason it's cheap is because we've stayed here before.
Yes.
So when we first come to stay at the Melia, and that was last year, we signed up a membership on their site. They gave you 2,000 points towards the stay, so you pay with money and points.
Actually, I think it was we signed up pre-COVID.
We did.
And we were coming.
That's right.
Right at the start of COVID, when the Australian government said no more travel.
No more flying. So yes. So we were able to keep those. Yeah, and we were able to keep those 2,000 points. So we used those, and it saved us probably about, I don't know, $50 to $100 last year. But because we stayed this time, or on last time, we earned 9,000 points. So we put our 9,000 points towards this stay, and that saved us about $300 to $375. I can't remember exactly. It was somewhere.
And we booked early, and there were some deals going.
There was, because this is a very
popular hotel.
It's very
and
popular.
It's a very busy hotel.
It's very popular with the Europeans.
It is. And you'll see, if you ever come and stay here, just how many people move through the place, which after staying at some of the places we've been in, Seminyak and just up the road in Benoa, I'm not used to having people around us.
No.
Not as many as what we have now.
No,
but
it's very busy.
That's right. And the resort
It's
offers
weird.
you everything, but of course you pay resort prices when you're here. So
It is.
drinks are dearer, food's dearer, all of those sorts of things. So there might be something to factor into cost.
I think that's what we said in the last, when we were up at the other hotel. It was built post Bali bombings to encourage everyone to come back, like the Westerners to come back, and they charge a Western price.
Yeah, they do. They know how to charge you here. So just be mindful of that. But there's plenty of warungs just outside the hotels. You can go and get yourself a really cheap feed like you can up the street. You can buy cheap grog up there. In fact, last time I'd sit on the beach, I'd walk around the warung, grab another bintang, go and sit back down on the beach, and I think I was paying a third of the price of what you pay inside the resort here. So for the difference of walking the same distance in a different direction.
Yes.
Which was pretty easy. So we'll get out this afternoon. We'll give you a bit of a look around the Melia, or we'll give you a bit of a look around the Melia over the next couple of days, because I think we're just going to go and grab a drink and sit by the pool for a while.
Yes. Yeah, it's a nice, it's just a different style of vacationing, really.
It is.
We've had the different levels and the different types throughout this trip, so it's been nice.
Yeah.
But the constant is always the Balinese people.
It is. So we thought we'd finish. Yeah, they are. So we thought we'd finish on the Melia,
Yes.
and we head back to Australia in 4 days' time. So
Yes.
back to the van.
Back to the van. I'm excited to go back
Oh,
to
looking
Australia
forward to
and do
doing
it, but it's nice to be away from everyday life too.
It is. All right, well, we'll catch up with you around the Melia.
See you soon.
Bye-bye. Squirrel attack.
Scared the crap out of me.
Yes, hello. Alison's reading all of the signs again. We come down to one of our favourite warungs in Bali. It's called Naya's Warung. It's just outside the Melia. So if you want to come down and save yourself a couple of bucks, walk outside. It's only $3.50 for a bintang, Eddie. But in the resort, I think they were closer to $8.50. Yeah, somewhere in there. So you save yourself a little bit. And I'll tell you what, from the seat on.
This size Coke was like $4.20.
That's right. Yeah, in the resort. But here it was $2.50. And at the shopping centre at the collection, it was $1 a can. So we've often come to Bali and just gone and bought some drinks and put them in the fridge at the hotel.
Well, in the last place it was $2, and in the first hotel it was $2.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But you do pay a premium when you come to Nusa Dua. But I'll give you a quick look at the warung. So that's it there. The ladies make a wonderful meal. The service is great. There's plenty of little markets. Just you can go along here and get yourself another bintang singlet. Or a sarong. It's the equivalent of wearing a VB singlet in Australia, I think. No?
I don't know.
I think it might be. Either way, we're not buying any on this particular trip. That's not saying that we won't buy one in the future. Well, here comes lunch. Thank you. So if you've never been to Nusa Dua before, the path that we're walking on now, this was the old path. And just here where you can see they put the sand in, there was big sandbags that was just there for the water. So the water actually come almost right up here to the pathway. But you can see how much they've added in to create this beach. And that's going to go all the way around there to the point. Okay, we come down to the Bali Collection, which is the shopping precinct within the Nusa Dua precinct. And they really suffered from COVID. Everything's closed, or a lot of things are still closed, but a lot of rebuilding going on, so it can only go up from here.
Hopefully.
Uno's has not only had a change of location, it's had an upgrade. We'll come for a walk down to the Bali Collection. Now, we were here last year, not long after Bali had reopened, and there was nothing here. Well, there was one or two shops that were still open. There's a little bit life here today, but if you've ever been to the collection, let's say 3 or 4 pre-COVID, it is a very, very different place. Very different place. Well, the supermarket's got the hoarding up around it now, so perhaps they're working their way back. This was the back entrance to the supermarket. I think you come out just down here.
There's a bit more life in it.
There is a lot of construction on at the moment.
10 months later, but
Yeah.
still it's very quiet.
I think it'll take them years to get back, if they ever get back to what it was. There's so many businesses have gone.
Yeah.
It's a shame because a lot of people really enjoyed coming to collection. Well, that's it. That's the end of our time in Bali. It's time for Ellie and I to jump on the plane and head on home and continue our big lap of Australia. Come and join us next week and we'll take you on a tour of our hometown at the Redcliffe Peninsula, just a little bit north of Brisbane. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and we'll see you next Saturday. Bye for now.